Okay, good morning, everybody. Thank you, Woodrow, for your 8-month sub. We are kind of revisiting an old brew that I was pretty excited about earlier into the, I guess it was back in the trophy race season we started trying this deck out. Welcome to Good Tuesday, Spikelings. I'm your host, the Shark Typhoon, Magic's favorite 1K Andy, and preview card getter, Aspiring Spike. Today I have a very special treat for you. A whole new archetype, maybe a slightly updated old archetype. Green Red Traverse the Channel lands. Will we update some wins or only find disappointments? Regardless, you can guarantee your own success by keeping up to date on all Spike Hype Just follow, sub, hit the bell, all the nonsense, and gift a sub and praise Klothys. Okay, so this is, the great grandchild, I suppose, of a Giglio brew from like pretty early into Modern Horizons 2. The big idea is like this is a Ragavan variant that kind of crushes the other like fair decks. It's really, really strong. Your card quality is super high. But when we were testing this deck in the past, it felt pretty soft to linear decks, like specifically Belcher, Upsal Spells, Tron, and Titan. And so like while I have been talking a lot about how like I don't think Boseiju is really going to change that much, Boseiju is like actually amazing against all of the decks that this deck is kind of weak to. And this deck is already like wanting to play Traverse the Ulvenwald, so like I think trying to assemble Boseiju plus Wrenn and Six in these game 1 scenarios is not going to be all that tricky with the 4 Traverse, being able to get Delirium pretty easily, playing 4 Wrenn and 6. And so I guess what we're trying to test out is like, does Boseiju like help give you like a good enough game 1 against Hammer Time, Belcher, Upsal Spells, Tron, Titan, or is it still going to be not enough for this deck to compete? Because like these green red decks without counter spells or discard spells like do like really struggle in those kinds of matchups, right? Bro, thank you for the tier 1 subscription, appreciate ya. Does Expedition map make sense? Yes. Let's add it. Good suggestion. I'm trying to think of what we would cut. We could cut a land. We could cut the Goyf. I think the Goyf is okay. Like what I like about Goyf is like it gives you a good 2 mana card to tutor on curve. We could cut an Urza Saga target. We could cut the Lantern potentially. Merc think they want to keep the Lantern. Map also can like get Forgotten Cave for like the Wrenn and 6 loops. Yeah, let's cut the Goyf. I don't think I own a map though. Let me just spend some time getting one. We do have 4 Ragavan, 4 Wrenn and 6. It's probably not quite good enough though. Okay, so we can play Cave on 1, then go Channeler Bauble on 2. I think the average 6 card hand's probably a little better. Yeah, this hand is very good. Could keep the Orb for Titania. I think I'll just keep second Ragavan instead. Punables to 5. Okay, we maybe have the nut draw here, depending on what my opponent's playing. But we can go turn 2 Wrenn and 6 channel Boseiju. Okay, but they're playing Prismatic Vista, so maybe channeling Boseiju is not going to be that good against them. Okay, yeah, I can kill the Anthonice, but I think I'm just gonna play Wrenn and 6 this turn. Wait, is this Enchantress again? Is this the same opponent? Surely not, right? Legend Ledgers, it seems to listen to his number needed to enable Mox number most of the time from my experience. Sounds about right. Yeah, this is Enchantress again. Thankfully, we do have Wrenn and 6 Boseiju going super early this time. I'm going to shuffle away that Shadowspear. I think we cast Ragavan, dash Ragavan, let's dash. We do have Snow Basics, so we could hit Anthonice. Yeah, I dropped. It's pretty bad EV to play at 0-2. They also mulled to 5. We did assemble Wrenn and Six Boseiju, though, against them game 1, and we lost, for whatever that's worth. Okay, I will trade Ragavan for Sithis if they want. Okay. I think I make a red here. Cycle Forgotten Cave. Channel kill Sithis. And cycle Forgotten Cave again. Do you just play Ragavan to save on mana? I'm not sure exactly what you're asking. If you'll maybe be a little more specific. What? This isn't an enchantment? I feel like I'm getting a little ripped off here. Okay, so I don't have Delirium. I can, however, dash Ragavan to try to kill the champ. I'm probably not casting Confinement. Could maybe have Sect Map played Saga, but they don't have Heat Up. Plays lands. Sacks lands. Last card is another Enchantress's Presence. Okay. We have been thinning their deck a lot, too. They drew a Sterling Grove. Oh my gosh. That is a disgusting draw. Gross. Into a now shrouded Sithis. What a, come on. They're also at 8. The life total's ticking up with the Sithis. Blaststone is in the sideboard. Yeah, I don't know. We had Wrenn and Six Boseiju going on the play against Enchantress, and we're just like getting dumpstered. So I feel like, I don't know. It does not, at the time of making this comment, it does not feel like Boseiju is broken. If it's like not good enough to beat Enchantress on the play against a mold of 5, Enchantress also mold to 5 here. Does not seem like maybe this is gonna get it done. They did definitely get the nut draw. Let's see a Ghost Quarter Loam. Well, we've got Wrenn and Six instead of Loam. I should probably board the Ghost Quarter in though, yeah. I didn't do that last time. Okay, so now I can ultimate the Wrenn in order to kill the champion. Play Saga. This deck is unique since it draws tons of cards with the land we give them. I mean, I know Enchantress is unique. Enchantress is also should in theory be weak to you recurring Boseiju, right? Obviously, I'm not saying that this is the only application for Boseiju. That's never going to be good in another spot. But I am like this, you know, if it's not like that good here, like I just don't think it's, maybe it's just not going to be that good anywhere. You know what I mean? Maybe against Tron, it will be, you know, better against like Belcher probably, but. Like, they mold to 5, we had it going immediately, and if it's like, you know, this is probably just not it. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. It's pretty early to tell either way. Oh, I had a Ghost Quarter the sideboard, actually. I had a Ghost Quarter over the Boseiju, and I was like, I'll just play the second Boseiju in the sideboard. That's right. But now we don't have it. Okay. Well, I'll just sideboard like this again, I guess. Klothys does get through the confinement, which I feel like is relevant. Yep, so get the 6 for 5 months. Appreciate you. Should be playing one quarter. Well, I was thinking, like, is this the only matchup where Ghost Quarter is better than Boseiju? Because it's like, I guess it's maybe better for like Reclaimer. The Shadowspear stops Sterling Grove. Oh, it does. Yeah, so this has actually come up in the past. Did I get it in time? I didn't. Okay, we'll do that for game 3, hopefully. Okay, we'll try this hand, I think. Oh, it stops Shroud. Okay, cool. I guess that works out. What's the logic of Ancient Grudge versus Force Figure? Well, my thought process was that there's a lot of affinity decks at the moment, and Ancient Grudge is really nice with Dragon Rage's Channeler, being able to surveil it into the graveyard. But I have maybe kind of regretted that call so far. Okay, land, not the best draw. Yep, I'll cast that. The DRCs haven't impressed me. I mean, you need them to enable Delirium. I think they're good in the deck too. But Delirium's a lot harder without them. 2, 3. It's pretty unfair. Is Reclaimer good? I mean, I think so, man. You said that Texas won't be good at Modern. Can you comment on the green-white hate bears? I mean, I think that this is interesting. You know, like, I didn't necessarily see, like, how good Boseiju was with Arbiter. What I like about that interaction is it makes Boseiju, you know, much stronger in, like, every matchup. Oh, I could have maybe was I supposed to channel to kill this? Yeah, I think I probably was last turn. I think I'll just get another Boseiju and then... Too bad that Saga doesn't trigger Enchantress's Presence. I know this is ramp them, but I've got an Enchantress's Presence in play, so like hitting them is pretty valuable. It's kind of funny. I'm trying to think if there's any reason to play the Orb out. I don't think so. No, if they play Blood Moon, then I want to sack the Saga. Alice Enchantress is more playable. Well, we're getting dumpstered by it, and this card is this card seems pretty good. So maybe it is more playable than you think. I will say channeling Boseiju for 1 man doesn't feel too bad at all. This doesn't feel too bad at all either. Am I making a token or am I reclaiming? So making a token. What do they target with this? Okay, Ragavan. They boarded Needle? I didn't know. The only thing you can Needle is Sterling Grove, right? Which I think is not very good to Needle. Okay. Outland Liberator. A lot worse with the Sterling Grove in play. I can get a enchantment in the graveyard here. I'm still missing. Okay, I guess this gives me creature in the graveyard, so I could potentially traverse this turn. What would I be traversing for? Oh, Destiny Spinner. I Needle and Liberator Grove. I don't have Needle in the deck. I don't have it in the deck. Yeah, the green-white Texas deck looks okay. We were just talking about it. Oh, dude, this is a huge, huge win for me. I can't believe it. They got another copy of Enchantress's Presence. So I'll blow up this one. What am I traversing? They conceded? They were not out. They were not out of this game. I mean, maybe their hand is 2 lands. They are, I guess. Game 3. Oh yeah, I even thought about sacking the Saga to Orb, and then they sacked the Sterling Grove, and so I just like oh my gosh, you sacked Sterling Grove, I forgot. But yeah, you can sack your Saga to Orb to gain 2 life for free, basically. Yeah, I get the Needle equity anyways. Who needs Needle if they're just not gonna play around it? Yeah, I don't think we want it. Or if they're gonna play around it like that, I think it's just fine not to have it in the deck. Be cool if they play like a Sithis here and have it die to Unholy Heat. Perfect. Pretty close to getting Delirium. Ragavan let us steal some enchantments last game. That dastardly Ragavan. Okay, so I can Boseiju that. Play another Reclaimer too. One shy of turning this on this turn. Next turn, the Reclaimers will be 3/4 though. And then we'll have Traverse available. We can get like Outland Liberator potentially. Just be kind of aggressive. Kind of depends on what they do. Okay. So Expedition map for a basic forest. And then probably still just Traverse for Liberator. Got quite the clock. 3 cards in hands. Dude, Presence into Ontonice, that is quite the turn. Has Liberator been better than Rexage would be? Maybe not. It is better than Rexage, I think. I think like the ability to flip is huge. The fact that you can, play to turn early and then sack it the next turn is like more relevant than the 2/1 body. I think the 2/1 body is not particularly relevant. Ping the player on Ontonice. I mean, if they get their solitary confinement, I can get Boseiju back. It's gonna be tough for them to get there. Blood Moon seemed pretty weak. I mean, it killed my Saga. It's also like kind of just the card that they drew, right? They tutored up a Sithis, and then they Force of Vigor their own Blood Moon, and then they concede. It's funny. Okay, I'm gonna keep, probably. We have the combo. Yeah, that is true. I agree. Enchantress is like really good at making use of that extra mana, as we saw there. Absolutely. The old fetch and shock on your turn. Okay, looks like we're playing against green-white or blue-white affinity deck that is pretty popular at the moment. think I'm gonna traverse for a mountain, play Ragavan. We do got them pretty covered with these grudges in the sideboard, I feel. Do like Kizutsu consumes all. I actually have that in a deck for later today in the sideboard. I could play, yeah, so, you know, we were playing some of the Mardu vehicles list with the food package. I think that build is fine. But we've been talking about this for a little while. I've gone ahead and just put this list together of Mardu vehicles with, you know, the good cards. Spyro, Unearth, Sentinel, Thoughtseize, Ending, Ragavan. I still think you want Copter, just because I found Copter to be pretty good with Greasefang. You need a density of discard outlets. So we have 8 discard outlets with the Copter, Spyros, and we have Engineer as well. And then I do have some Consumes All on the sideboard for Hammer Time, Rhinos, and you'll bring them in against Graveyard decks, but I'm not sure how good they are there. We'll try them out. Rectus Obosh question mark? Or, I mean, I have a deck list in the... Is that, you're just asking about what that deck list is? Because it's old, out of touch, out of time, I think. Out of touch, out of time. Channeler, Saga, Shadowspear, triggered Channeler. I think we graveyard Wrenn and Six. So now we're one type away from Delirium. So we could YOLO Traverse. I think I'm going to wait. Could also attack and then Traverse. Seems a little loosey-goosey though. They also have the Tormod script. Yeah, I think our plan here is probably to go for the Titania combo. I haven't seen any Mardu ones that are more on the Thrilling Discovery Reunion game plan. I don't know why you'd play Thrilling Discovery Reunion when you can play Engineer Seasoned Pyromancer. Thrilling Discovery Cathartic Reunion are really good when you're dredging. They are not good enablers for almost anything else. Yeah, people also keep saying, Spike, what about Esper and Abzan vehicles? And like, I've been thinking about it, but I just don't really think it's there when compared to the Mardu lists. I feel like your mana curve goes way up, up, up. Your enablers go down, and like your plan B also goes down too. So it's like, I feel like it feels like basically everything about the Esper list is worse to me. Your curve goes up, your enablers are worse, and your card quality goes down. You can see Spike being a Hollow Notes fan. I am a Hollow Notes fan. I think they're great. yeah, Holland Oats. Yeah, Unmarked Grave, unfortunately, only puts does not put legendary cards into the graveyard. So that is a big old issue with it. I guess I'll play around Needle on my own Saga. Oh, sorry, I knocked my coffee cup onto the ground. Any time to mess around with Mirror Box? I don't want to get your hopes up, but I have. That card has briefly touched my mind. Yeah. But please do not get any kind of hopes up. In fact, if you could lower your hopes, that would probably be in everybody's interest. Good trade for the Smith here. I don't hate that. Maybe it's better to trade and then we could keep the Channeler around. I mean, the Channeler is so bad against the Crypt though. We could block like this. Take 7. It's really okay. We're about to gain, you know, a bunch of life with our combo. If I tried Nahiri Emrakul in my Mardu Vehicles list. So this is something that this is the kind of comment we get a lot, where this is a suggestion. This is a suggestion that's going to end up raising our mana curve. You know what I mean? Like, this suggestion raises the mana curve of this deck a lot, and they're probably going to pop the Relic here. Oh, do they have Rebuke? Okay, I'll concede to Rebuke. Bummer. Yeah, this is something we get a lot where it's like look at the Greasefang deck. Our curve is like really high. We have 8 3-drops. We've got all these clunky art vehicles which are often going to draw. Like this is a relatively high curve for modern, and then like this is like it's so often when we play decks like this, the main suggestions are, have you considered adding this like mid 4 mana a card advantage engine? When like usually the answer or the game plan should be like lowering the mana curve, you know, lowering your mana curve is just almost always the way to go in modern if you can. They seem like they got a lot of graveyard hates. Might cut the Titania combo, just be a little bit leaner. Trim 1 Channeler potentially. Don't the Blast Zone? Blast Zone maybe is good too. Oh, we could get the red channel in. We bring in the Boseiju. Is there anything I can cut for the? You want to cut land for Blast Zone potentially? I'm trying to think if I even want it. It's probably not great. Probably leave it at home. We haven't drawn this card yet. I think it's probably gonna be okay though. Any takeaway from the 2 modern 10Ks? My big takeaway from that event and most events is that Magic players love paper Magic. They love it with all their hearts, and they put like a lot more weight and focus on these paper events than they should. Like the reality is that these paper events are softer and a little less competitive than the Magic Online events, and like they, you know, I think that they're just a little less competitive than the Magic Online events. Not to say that they're not competitive events at all, but I do think that you probably should not put a lot of weight onto them. I'm gonna bubble them. I might see something to Needle. Thought Monitor, okay. I'm gonna play this Saga either way. Is Ragavan bad in this matchup? No, it's Ragavan, so it's not like really bad in any matchup. I guess there's not really any affinity card I need to really care about here. Most won't have new cards at IRL events. People say that. I've played 2 paper events. I played the Hunter Burton last year, and I played the Vegas. I'm gonna play some more coming up too. But like everybody's saying, nobody has the new cards. Nobody has the new cards. People have the new cards. In my experience, people have the cards. The people that are going to these events, these are the people that have the cards. Like at neither tournament did I see did I see people like really just playing super old out of date lists. There is like a degree of people like just playing the decks they have, but they're usually like most people at those tournaments have up to date lists. Okay, deck tech Jeskai cards. Cards? I thought I saw a vehicle here. I saw the Rabbit Battery. I thought I was gonna say cars. Okay. I like Rabbit Battery a lot in Hammer Time. This is something that's really high on my to-do list, is try out 4 Rabbit Battery in Hammer Time. I'm still working on the list. Why is there a Rabbit Battery here? And okay, yeah, I see of course that the Rabbit Battery is a tutor target for Stoneforge Mystic. That being said, I think it is a bad one. I don't like it. I also feel like if you're going to be Jeskai and you're playing the Stoneforge Mystic package, we need Javier in the deck, you know? Javier is just, like, the best card in the archetype. Could get Expedition Map for Boseiju, potentially. It's probably fine. Do you have Delirium now? So any other couple of events outside Hunterbird and DFW? I'm going to that one, and then Caleb D invited me to team up with him at the NRG event in Chicago next month. And then there's also the Star City Games Open in Dallas, which is actually on my birthday weekend. I'll be playing in that. So I'll continue with the deck tech. I'm just taking my turn real quick. I think I don't want to pop 2 treasures and streak my constructs to play Wrenn. Just pass. Okay. Yeah, I want to see 4 Javier in the deck. I don't like the Rabbit Battery. I also think that, yeah, I want to just like, yeah, cut the Emrakul Nahiri for Javier and your deck gets way better. Probably wanting to play some extra swords. Yeah, let's oh, this is an Urza Saga deck. I don't like Saga very much in this deck at all, I think. Yeah, I feel like Saga, if you're not recurring it and you don't have a ton of artifacts, it's not that good. I want to see Saga out of here. I do think the Spreading Seas are good. I want to see 3 Sword of Fire Ice. I also want to see 4 Ranger Captain to tutor up Javier. I get Ranger Captain also hits Rabbit Battery, but I still think the card's just not very good in this list. So yeah, let's cut the Saga packages for Ranger Captain, Nahiri, Emrakul, Rabbit Battery for Javier's. I want to see Dovin's Veto over Dispute. You're a Yorion deck, and Dovin's Veto is like a pretty premier sideboard card in Yorion decks because it's so versatile. Blossoming Calm is a better sideboard card than Sunset Revelry, but you cannot afford to play 4 copies of Sunset Revelry in your Yorion sideboard unless you're like, even if you're local, if this is for like your local meta and it's all burn, whatever. Blossoming Calm is still a better sideboard card against them. Okay, we're going to game 3. Resubmit here. I feel like I might want some Teferis too. Like, I think I probably want the sideboard to look like 4 Veto, 3 Teferi Time Ravelers, 3 Wear Tears. I don't know that you need the explosives. They're okay. That could be your other card. I think I'll try this on the draw. It's kind of close. Yeah, then we had a deck tech for Turkan? Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your username. It's a good draw. Oh, Teferi is the main board. Oh, sorry, I missed that Teferi was the main board. Then obviously ignore that comment. Okay, ignore most of my comments, to be honest. Okay, Greasefang, Esper Greasefang, cool. Because I have thought about building this list a few times. Oh boy, I see Snapcaster Mages. Oh boy, and Murktide Regents. Weird. Not necessarily bad, but definitely weird. I also I just kind of despise other early gaze in a deck like this that just has only 4 good cards to put into the graveyard. Oh, bad for me that they have a 0-mana artifact. No, I can't ping the Smith. Can still heat it though. So I can go Heat Smith and then go Wrenn and Six post combat, return this, and pressure their Tormod script a little bit. Or I can get a Surveil off Channeler. I feel like this Channeler is better if I can like incentivize them to pop their Tormod script. So I think I'm not playing the Channeler first. Yeah, I just feel like Other Early Gaze is not a card I like in these kind of decks. I would like to see like Thirst for Knowledge as potentially your other like enabler for Parhelion. I guess maybe only 4 artifacts in this card is still kind of bad. Maybe that's not the way to go. Dakin though, Dakin is also a card I really would like to see in these Esper lists where you can like surveil Parhelion in the graveyard, use Dakin's ultimate to get Parhelion back. It also fills up your graveyard for Murktide if you want to be in on the Murktides. I think Murktide is an okay plan B, but the problem with this as your plan B is it also uses your graveyard, so you're like super vulnerable to graveyard hate. So maybe this is not the direction you want to go. Okay, really surprised that they're needling instead of making a Saga token. Let's see what the next play is. Yeah, I don't know why they want to make a Saga token to block the Ragavan. Let's attack first. I can go Boseiju, target the Needle, but then they can relic my Boseiju and I can't get the Saga. So let's go Sentinel, Boseiju the Saga, Channeler, tap Stomping Ground. Yeah, I know I'm giving you like a lot of loose thoughts. Yeah, but I don't really like Murktide being your backup plan so much. I really like to see Dakin. Stoneforge Mystic's probably a better backup plan in a deck like this. I don't know, but it's like a lot of slots. Yeah, I feel like I would like to see like Dakin to Fairy instead of like the Snapcaster Murktide regions. Okay, Boseiju is nuts in the sideboard. Just don't ever play Boseiju in a sideboard like this. This is like the goofiest Boseiju deck I've ever seen. Oh, they messed up and gave me a card here. Don't ever play Boseiju in the sideboard of a deck like this. You want to be playing sideboard cards in your colors. This is not like the kind of card you can realistically or reasonably splash for. Yeah, out of your mind, kid. Spirit Walker, 15 months. Appreciate you. Ooh, graveyard the grudge, and then I can target this here. I have another grudge in my yard still. No, Wrenn and Six plus. There's a Pithing Needle on Wrenn and Six. I'll give you a pass on this one because it's all blacked out. That one's understandable. I want to mill over a land with my Bauble, so I think I'll just graveyard that. Okay, I think those are my thoughts on the Esper version of Greasefang. Obviously, there's a lot of ins and a lot of outs to the case, so there's pretty complicated deck to build, of course. Yeah, this is why I've been. That's why I'm playing so many grudges. Of course, is that we have this opportunity to. Oh, sorry. Oh, I shouldn't have graveyarded that. Maybe it's actually fine for Delirium. Yeah, actually get Delirium here. Never mind. I should have graveyarded it, but I thought I could get it back with Wrenn. I also forgot about the Needle for a second. Oh, but we can also Ancient Grudge. No, we can Ancient Grudge the Needle off the Ragavan token, then get Saga back. Let's do that. It all worked out in the end. What a turn. I didn't miss anything. Is Goblins something that would have staying power in the meta? I think Goblins is a really powerful deck. I don't think it'll be good in every meta, but I do think it's a deck that you can master and probably play most of the time. Not all the time, probably, but I imagine most of the time. It is a tribal deck, so it's resilient to counter magic. It has a two card 5-mana combo. It's really grindy too. I like Goblins a lot. All right, no lands. Hands 1 or 2. Gonna go to 5, huh? I think I really dislike Otherworldly Gaze and Reanimator as well. Like, I think Gaze is an okay card, game 1. But I think that it's not that good because you only have like 5 or 6 cards in your whole deck that are good to dump into the graveyard. But you do get that selection, so you can like dig for Persist Unmarked Grave, which is nice. But what I really dislike about it, dude, Mold of 5, just keep Ragavan, Wrenn and Six fetch land, you're good to go. What I really dislike about Otherworldly Gaze in Reanimator is having a piece of card selection that is vulnerable to graveyard hate, because like when you compare it to like playing a card like Mole Drifter, okay, this is a Boseiju matchup. When you compare it to playing a card like Mole Drifter, Mole Drifter is going to allow you to... Maybe I should play Saga so I can get Map. This also gives me a Surveil, though. Sorry, I keep losing my train of thought. I'm sorry, I keep losing my train of thought. Having your graveyard hate be vulnerable... Having your card selection be vulnerable to graveyard hate makes all of your sideboard games so much worse. Oh, it's Titan. Okay. They fooled me. Smart but worthless 8 months. One shot 3 months. Thank you guys. Appreciate the continued support. Okay, it is Titan. They definitely fooled me. Castable spell, Pog. I could cast this. I don't know. Like, what am I getting? Like, maybe if the Titania was still in my deck, I would keep it, pay for pack next turn, then Titania the turn after. I think for now we are not going to, but... It's kind of funny to consider. Why do we minus? So my opponent went Turn Timber Symbiosis on turn 1. I assume my opponent was playing Belcher, and all that matters against Belcher is pressuring them in spots like this, so I just wanted to put max pressure on. But they're Titan. Boseiju would be a good draw. Okay, Cast Lantern. Graveyard Ragavan. Exile Ragavan, I guess. And then I can Desperation, draw a card. Looking for Traverse or Boseiju, which is not very likely. Or I can make a 3/3 token blocker attacker and die to a Titan. Yeah, I think I'm probably not that likely to beat a Titan anyways, so let's just make a token and hope for the best. What should I don't know if I said thank you for your 3 months, but thank you for your 3 months. You see the Ninja deck in 5-0 week dump? I didn't. I don't really look at the 5-0 dumps that often. Usually when I'm like looking for something to highlight for Channel Fireball. If ever. Don't understand how Primeval Titan's still fine. I don't know. I mean, Titan's a great deck. Titan's always been a great deck. It feels a lot more balanced now than it ever has because of Unholy Heat Solitude. And, you know, but it is definitely true that Titan's biggest check, which is Blood Moon, is now pretty hard countered by Boseiju. I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of I should be conceding here. It's kind of a weird time to be talking about how fine Titan is when they've got, you know, the triple amulet draw, right? But I don't know. Titan's a good deck. No arguing there. So I meant to slide this in. Did I slide in something else that I thought I already grabbed this. I think I ended up. I remember cut the Spyro for a Grudge, and then I think I played the third Grudge for. No, then I brought the. I remember I had 3 Grudges and a Spyro. What did I cut last time? The Shadowspear? I think I cut the Shadowspear. I said the Zuran Orb. The Zuran Orb I drug. I thought I had already pulled it out. Okay. This is what I did last time. Mr. Dreadnought Steam was the deck actually good. I think the deck's pretty good, yeah. I actually recorded a video for Channel Fireball with the Dreadnought deck. Should be out later this week. I haven't uploaded it to the site yet. Still have to record the deck tech, actually. Okay, let's keep this. I might traverse for a mountain on turn 1. Probably will. Trying to think if there's any chance that I should be... There's like no chance this costs... Yeah, this is not going to cost only 2 mana, so we should be fine. Should bring a Needle for Stronghold? I don't think so. I've never done that. I don't think I'm starting to now, you know. I don't think that's correct. Could play Wrenn and Six here. Is that better than Liberator? I think I'll play Liberator. Like there's a decent chance my opponent doesn't play a spell this turn, and then if I can flip Liberator, the game just ends. So, but they've got a spell. I mean, it's not like that crazy of a chance they don't have a spell, I guess. I can Charmaw them here. I can Charmaw their Saga. And then if with just the bounce land and the Dryad, they are a mana shy of Tightening, so I think that this is probably the line. Oh, whoops. Yeah, Charmaw's been actually pretty good in these games against Titan, better than my previous experience. How good is Boseiju in practice? It's in a deck like this, it's definitely worth including. Like, it's definitely good, but it's not like it hasn't been like this big drastic game changer, which was kind of my prediction. How does Liberator end the game? Well, I just get to... Well, end the game is like a bit of a hyperbole, but I get to attack and blow up their Saga, and then they didn't cast a spell the turn before, and then I get to attack and blow up the Amulet next turn. I cannot beat a Boreal Grazer. I just straight up cannot beat a Boreal Grazer. I just have never ever beaten this card in my entire life. Yeah, pretty good. Turn 3 through a Stone Rain, huh? For the clean 18 damage to my face. Maybe Todd's got a point, huh? Maybe Todd's got a point. Who knows? Who's to say? No, you don't. You're not playing the Titan deck, Spike. You don't understand. You don't understand that it is actually, in fact, unplayable now. You don't get it. They can actually kill my Titans now. It's not fair. Used to be, you couldn't Fatal Push it, you couldn't Lightning Bolt it. Titan was actually just win the game. And now it's only win the game, like, most of the time. Modern Horizons 2! Oh, wait, we can play Modern Horizons 2 cards too? We get Urza Saga? It tutors up our amulets? So it's like so easy to have double amulet draws? Nope, still bad. Think you need a strawman emote at this point? I mean, I'm definitely strawmanning a little bit, but it was 100% the prevailing popular opinion. No, my... It was the prevailing popular opinion that Titan was not playable. Like this was not like a hot take. I'm not really I'm playing it up a little bit just to, try to entertain the chat, but that is really how the Titan players acted. I was maybe supposed to Reclaimer here. I don't know. Just never beat a Grazer ever. Yeah. Fran was like, really actively saying it. I love Fran, but he was on one. I drew Boseiju! Game over, man. Okay, let's attack with the Reclaimers. We can probably get a block and kill the Grazer in combat. And what am I killing with Boseiju, though? It probably has to be Saga. Oh, whoops. Damn it. Sorry, I thought I had one more click. Probably not a turn where I could afford to lose 2 damage. Yeah, I can maybe Boseiju like a bounce land to buy a turn, though. Yeah, I agree that Titan's probably not going to be this popular for the next few weeks, but yeah, I did just win a PTQ, and Titan is definitely a busted deck. Okay, I guess I should Boseiju the Saga in response to the fetch. I get a land here, I guess so. One mana shy of Titan. 2 cards in hand. Hopefully no Grazers. Wrenn and Six would be a pretty nice draw, of course, with the Boseiju in the yard. We doing this? I guess. They're colorless? I thought for sure these were red. I guess they're colorless. Maybe we should play the Orb. Okay, that's mana number 6. Do they have anything in their deck that costs 6 mana? Primeval Titan. Oh, we're dead to... You're just dead to double amulet, right? Maybe not. Greenson has nothing to do with Titan. Greenson's units would be so broken in Titan right now, it's crazy. Yeah, Titan is the reason you can't ban on Greensun's units. I think it'd probably be a fine unban with this card not in the format, but being able to get Dryad Arbor, Elvish Reclaimer, Azusa, Dryad of the Elysian Grove, Titan, and whatever else you want. Like, it could also be an answer to Blood Moon. Like, the fact that there's just all those things, I think makes it too strong. No, I think Titan's like I think Green Sun Zenith is pretty unbannable without Titan in the format. Yeah, Green Sun Zenith. Yeah, this is not me advocating for a Titan ban, but I do agree that it's you know, format is hold on. So they can traverse, but they don't have enough mana to Titan after the traverse, right? Yeah, I mean the problem with Magus is of course that it turns off our sagas, but like maybe if Titan is this popular, disgusting. Maybe if Titan is this popular, then yeah, it could be worth it. Getting pretty used to sideboarding in this matchup. Getting pretty used to sideboarding in this matchup. I'm gonna move to Pioneer. Not anytime soon. Why not just ban Amulet? I don't know. I mean, if you ban either one, you kill the deck. I don't think it's good to. I don't know. I'm not like saying that it's a good idea to ban the Titan deck yet. I do feel pretty strongly that linear decks like Titan are like very crucial to the identity of the format, and what you guys decks like Titan keep decks like 4-color Omnath in check. Like 4-color Omnath has a really hard time against Titan, and like if you start every time a linear deck like you know, Titan, you know, if you start banning these cards, and like then like the 4-color Omnath deck does actually become the best deck in the format, you know. People are like, banning Lurrus would make 4-color Omnath the best deck in the format, which is not true. What would make Omnath banning Lurrus would make Omnath the best deck in the format is something you were hearing a lot. But what makes Omnath the best deck in the format is banning Titan or Amulet, you know. Am I gonna cycle Forgotten Cave or play Reclaimer? I should probably play Reclaimer. Titan's wrong, you can't just take it out of the format. Well, I don't know. I feel like having that attitude of you can't take this deck out of the format. It's always been around. I don't usually love that take, but yeah, I don't think you should ban it. I am on board with not wanting to ban the Titan deck. But I do think that you can't ban this. It's always been around. I do usually think that argument's a little silly. Okay, so this Charmaw costs 4 mana at the moment. I feel like I can connect with this Ragavan. I believe. They'll play around Unholy Heat. They'll do it. I really think yeah. Let's go! Oh man. Oh man. Why would you ever block there? Why would you ever block there? Woo! Still not in great shape. Why would you ever not block there? They're playing around Unholy Heat, killing the Dryad. Oh no, I can't believe this. Dude, we lost last match to a turn 3 Titan through a Charmaw, and it's just happening again. It's just happening again. Like, we Charmawed them on turn 3, and they just cast a Titan anyways. Oh my gosh. Boros Wave with 4 Blood Moons. See, that's the problem, though, is like That is the problem, though. I do see this kind of being a bit of a problem, because like the best sideboard card against Titan is Blood Moon, or was Blood Moon. Ashiok's pretty good too, of course, but they have 4 main deck. They have like 2 to 4 main deck Boseijus now. So like your plan of just main deck Blood Moon 5-head is like a lot worse now. Maybe Ashiok's kind of cool because I could desperation bin my own cards. Okay, let's keep this. The problem is I have to cut this too. I'm gonna play 4 Ashioks though. It's kind of nice. Ashiok's also, doubles his graveyard hate, Titan hate. And then I'm like pretty cold to Tron. I at least have the Void Mirrors for E-Tron. I could be a little cold to Tron. Maybe the deck's not popular right now. Copium. Where the blue-white Chalice controls weak matchups. I think it's got like a lot of game against most of the decks in the field, to be honest. I'm not sure exactly the decks it struggles with. Play the Wrenn this turn. Boseiju plus Wrenn is Tron hate. Well, I mean, we're talking about a different deck, right? It's hard to play Blood Moon in this deck too, because like we're an Urza Saga deck. But we can't play Ashiok either. Yeah, but I think I like being on Ashiok just for going the Tron hate. Then I've got a couple open sideboard cards we could consider here. Rebirth through 20 months. I thought about maybe winning another copy of Unearth. Dude, 4-Spitch Charm, so good for me. With the second Wrenn in hand. Not returning land. What? Leyline? Well, what Leyline of what? Because we have a lot of graveyard hate with the Ashioks now. Maybe I could still play Consumes All. Like, Consumes All is still good against Hammer Time, Rhinos. It's a lot of 3-mana graveyard hate, which is awkward. I have a Cage as a Goblin Engineer target. Void Mirrors also gets to be those. What the fuck? What? I'm coming back. I tab over to the other page. I come back. My opponent has Pact of the Titan, Snapcaster Pact of the Titan into Angel's Grace? What is happening? What is happening? Tab over. Normal game against blue-white. Come back. There's 10 power in play on my opponent's end step. What the fuck? I think I'm gonna play the Boseiju this turn as lands. Yeah, 2-2 bracket, baby. And then we block just one. And I can make a 4/4 lifelinker off the Saga. They've got 1 card left in their hand. Dude, this was 2 mana for Charlotte's Agent into Rhinos. At instant speed too. Think Upheaval's remotely playable modern? No. I have tried it. It seems really slow and bad. Yeah, I'm blocking, right? I might attack with this one. Yeah, because I'm not jump blocking with this one. They got something. They got something. I'm dead to one removal spell either way. Okay, snap ending. Okay, well this deck looked awesome. Going to game 2. I wasn't prepared for this matchup. I guess I probably want these endurances. I'm probably gonna side out my Boseiju. Maybe it's still fine to keep in. I feel like Klothys has been pretty bad this league. That card might end up getting cut. Yeah, I think it's actually Boseiju that I want to cut here. We'll see if I regret it. Started this league off hot, 2-0. Now we're 2-2, and we lost game 1 against Pact of the Titan. Not a great look. We reactionary added 4 Ashiok to the sideboard of our next deck. I don't know. I feel like it's probably correct. We've played against so much Titan today, it's absurd. And Ashiok's kind of cool in this deck. It's also Graveyard Hate, and then you can mill yourself. Pack your Ashioks. I think Ashiok is the new best sideboard card against Titan with them packing so many Boseijus, right? Boseiju doesn't hit Planeswalker, does it? Nope. Artifact, enchantment, non-basic land. I did have to double check. Yeah, they're just gonna sideboard into like regular blue-white control. Pact to the Titan? What are you talking about? You're crazy. Go lay down. You don't know. There's no Pact to the Titans here. No, sorry. That's actually not what we're doing. You've been misinformed. That's awesome. Gideon of the Trials also combos with Pact of the Titan. I actually played Gideon of the Trials Pact of Negation at that historic PT. It's pretty good there. I feel like I'm losing it. I'm gonna play Wrenn and Six. I think it's kind of close. Yeah, their deck looks sick. Surely they have Pact of Negation in their deck. So their deck plays Archmage's Charm, Prismatic Ending, Snapcaster, Gideon, Pact of the Titan, probably Pact of Negation. Should I just cast Ragavan so I can channel this next turn for 3 mana? I guess I can channel it for 4 mana next turn so I can dash. So here's a question for you. If I see... Oh, I guess Pact of the Titan costs 5 to pay, so I can't cast it. The Boros Time Walk? Maybe. I mean, that card's pretty bad. Like, even at 3 mana, I don't know. It's just like... Like, if you're using your Angel's Grace to make your 4/4s and you Time Walk to get extra attack, it's just... Feels like it doesn't do enough, right? Have we seen red mana? I mean, surely they have, like, 1 red source. Yeah, so they can pay for Pact of the Titan. You know what's kind of weird is that Pact of the Titan is not the Pact that tutors Primeval Titan. Okay, so let's go Ragavan. Just for a mana this time. I'm actually pretty happy if this trades for something because I've got a few more. But I want to channel. I guess I could have dashed and channeled off the treasure. Maybe that was better. And then do I play around Pact of the Titan? Could. They're kind of pausing. Which is the pact that... Summoner's Pact is the pact that tutors Primeval Titan. The green one. Pact of the Titan is the red one. And we drew all lands and Ragavans. No! Lands and Ragavans would be a good name for a bar. I think I can play... If I draw a fetch land, I'll regret not fetch shocking here. I guess it's just 1 more life. I could also use the treasure, but I'll keep the mana around. Yeah, they're a Pact of the Titan deck, so I wanted to see if they had Pact of the Titan in their hand. It looks like they didn't because they didn't go for it there, so that last turn felt a bit safer to attack. including Evil Presence. That's a magic card? Evil Presence? You mean Dread Presence? Yeah, you mean Dread Presence. I think. Okay, I don't know what you mean. Tell me what you mean. Get back to me. Oh, they prevented the damage on Ragavan. Eerie Presence. Sounds not real as well. Could have maybe played the Endurance there. Maybe should have played the Endurance there. Well, it's okay to hold it for Snapcaster. I guess I would be attacking for lethal, though. They'll just Angel's Grace me. Getting the Trials, looking exactly like I remember it looking. Mid. Is this deck bad? My deck? I don't know. We lost both of our losses this league. We cast Obsidian Charmaw, blowing up an Urza Saga against Titan, and then they killed me the next turn. Both of our losses. So we could maybe try to find a better game plan against that deck, but I feel okay taking those L's, you know? Those are L's that I feel okay. Yeah, on turn 3. I feel okay taking those L's. And it's pretty good if it draws a land or Ragavan connects and we're on the draw. Probably will keep. Wickedian Stomp a newly dashed monkey. Nope. What's the Neo thing here? We've got the channel lands. Just kind of like this deck is you know, not having the discard spells and the counter spells. I wanted to see like how good the Wrenn and Six, you know, returning plan is in a deck like this. Like I really am wanting to try Jund Saga with the channel lands and potentially Traverse, maybe not Traverse. But I think that your mana really sucks in Jund Saga. If you play the channel lands. So I'm considering playing Jund Traverse, no Saga. I'm still working on that list, and then I also feel like a big part of like why Saga is good in the Lurrus version of Jund Saga is that it gives you a big mana sink, which Lurrus decks are always really hungry for, right? A big mana sink, and so that's kind of a working theory, I guess. Okay. I think I'm gonna go Channeler Unholy Heat, the giant here. And if they go Snapcaster Pact to the Titan, I guess I'll Endurance. Because they definitely have Angel's Grace. I think Itaki's good against Hammer. I mean, you bring it in 100% of the time. It's not 2 mana to win the game, though. But you always bring it in against them, and it is a good card against them, yeah. Let's get the Delirium now. Remands, okay. So sorry, I didn't connect that thought. So like again, Saga's really good in Jund Saga with Lurrus because it gives you that late game engine. It does give you cards to tutor with Lurrus. But if we reach this decision point that I'm theorizing, this decision point of cutting the Sagas and playing Jund Traverse with the channel lands instead, and then you get the discard spells in that shell compared to this shell. That's the theory, right? Then maybe you cut Lurrus, and then you get 3 and 4 mana tutor targets. Grist is the biggest one. But you can play like a Grist, a Seasoned Pyromancer. I'm kind of addicted to Traverse the Ulvenwald for Bedlam Reveler. That's like my favorite thing to do in the world. I remember my first PT I ever tested for, I spent way too long messing around with this like Temur Traverse list that was like, it was actually really good against the Aetherworks Marvel decks, but it was pretty bad against zombies. But like traversing for Bedlam Reveler was just a drug. I was like, oh my gosh, there's nothing in life like traversing for a Bedlam Reveler. Maybe keep a Channeler. Trying to think if I play the Channeler or hold up Endurance. Let's hold up the Endurance because we're kind of soft to snap packed here. Okay, now I mean I guess they're not going to snap packed because they would lose. So I'll just cast this now. Am I still working on Greasefang? Yeah, I've got a new version of Greasefang we're trying next. Again, people keep saying, Spike, let's play Esper Greasefang. Here's all these 3 to 4 mana cards that you get in Esper. But you have like your mana curve in Esper sucks. It's so bad. Your mana curve in Esper is so high. And your enablers are worse because you don't get Engineer. Your plan B is worse because a lot of these plan Bs like I don't know, I'm blanking. Like Dakin are a lot worse as plan Bs because they make you more vulnerable to graveyard hate. So every time I start to build the Esper version of Greasefang, I get pretty stuck and I start to realize that damn, this is worse than the Mardu versions I'm building. So that's where I'm at with them, I guess. Okay, so I can equip Shadowspear or I can activate Reclaimer. I think I'll equip the Spear. Or there's so many one-ofs because we're a Traverse the Ulvenwald deck. We're using this as, you know, these are the one-ofs are tutor targets. I also have Saga as a tutor too. Yeah, Dakin does sound sweet. Like, but again, your curve is real bad. You can play Chalice. Okay, yeah, Chalice is. I like that idea. I like the idea of playing Chalice in the Esper Greasefang deck. That actually might make me seriously try to build it. But let's play some Greasefang. So yeah, speaking of Greasefang, I do have this list together. And I guess just brief notes here. This deck did not feel bad. We 3-2'd that league, losing both of our matches to Titan the turn after we charballed them on turn 3. Sometimes you take those L's, and I think that we probably should have Force of Vigors, like either a split of Vigors versus Ancient Grudge, or like 4 Force of Vigors or something. Which would help the Titan matchup a lot. Force of Vigor is very good against Titan. It also does raise the price of this deck like another 200 tickets. This deck's already like... I had to buy 2 Sagas and I opened a Ragavan yesterday. So if I play this deck again, it's going to cost me a few hundred tickets. But we probably will.